Hey guys, Sheepzez here, and today I'm bringing you a Battlefield 4 map review. This is on a Hainan resort, usually people just call it resort, and here's a little sort of look through all the different flags on the Conquest side of the map. I am focusing only on Conquest Large, because it's the most played, and it's sort of, it shows the whole map. Now, so here's the sort of main building in it, the Gold Coast Hotel. Inside you've got a sea flag, I believe it is, yeah, and it's where quite a lot of combat goes on, but I wouldn't say it was the most, because this map is it feels very balanced. The combat is very spread out. There's not really one area where everyone sort of flocks to. No matter where you are in the map, you can always find someone to fight, or someone to shoot at anyway in the distance, because it's also very open. There's not too many hills, like see that hill on the right there. People don't really tend to go up there. There is this rooftop, which is a great sniper location. There's also a lot of vehicles, which is great in a Battlefield map, because obviously you don't want to be playing a crappy infantry only map. So you can see we've got tanks, we've got cars, we've got artillery, and you can pretty much drive it anywhere. There isn't sort of locked portion of the map for vehicles. There's also jets, which I'll show coming up, and there is also boats and helicopters, so that's all great for in a battlefield. Here I'm just sort of showing you the general how combat works. You tend to have inside the buildings very close range, outside the buildings medium to long range. You don't often find people getting up in your faces when you're outside, which is a good thing. A bit on destructibility. Oh, I really like this bit. I never knew that LMGs were this good at long range. You can just pretty much spam them and get a kill. But on destructibility, all the buildings apart from the Gold Coast Hotel, that is the one in the middle on Sea Flag, are destructible. So this building here, I think there's about 3 or 4 destructible buildings, which were originally 2 stories. I'm not sure if I show them in this, so I don't think I do. But they start off about 2 stories and can be flattened, and usually are by the end of the map. A bit on Levolution, there is no Levolution pretty much. For the Conquest part, there's no Levolution at all. The ship doesn't crash. A word on boats here, don't crash your boat into an island, because it is then useless. But then you have these awesome boats, which have the heavy 30mm machine gun on it. Those are awesome and really fun if you can get into one. You're usually taken up really quickly, so you need to be quick off the draw. What else have we got to say here? We've just got a bit of tank gameplay showing the helicopters, so you're not just shooting, when you're in a tank you're not just shooting at other tanks, so you can shoot at boats, you can shoot at planes, you can shoot at helicopters. There's a lot of cross combat, so it doesn't feel like you're isolated from the battle. There's a little bit in the planes. I was pretty bad. I don't do very well, but I thought I'd show it anyway. The planes, you start off in air, so you don't have to take off, and there's 2 planes per team in most points, obviously depending on server settings. You might have different respawn times, but it's all good. This is 64 player, by the way, and you see it doesn't feel too busy. There's my plane being blown up in the distance. I quite like that. So moving on, this is inside one of the buildings, showing that this is inside the Gold Coast Hotel actually. So you can actually destroy all the walls, like I do here. You can take out that entire wall. And you can do that pretty much all the way around on all the floors. So you can make the building completely open, but it is never actually fully destroyed. You can't collapse the central building, which I kind of thought was a bit of a pity, because the Levolution thing is a big thing in Battlefield. Obviously we have the scout helicopter. There isn't an attack helicopter in this map, which is a bit of a letdown, because I do like having the attack helicopter. But it's maybe just not quite right for this map. So what would I give this map? I think it's a pretty standard map. It's not outstanding, but it's not terrible. It's definitely stay on the server material, so you're not going to leave just to avoid this map. It's definitely fun. So I'd say it was maybe worth 6 out of 10 overall. Obviously having no Levolution kind of brings that down, but it does have quite a lot of destructibility, so that's obviously higher. And overall gameplay feels pretty balanced. No team has an advantage depending which side you start, and there is a lot of aspects that you can get up high onto this rooftop, and then you can be shot down by a scout helicopter like I'm doing. Now this guy gets an amazing shot on me here. You guys ready for this? Oh, I had to include this because his shot was outstanding, I have to say. So this is how we're going to finish off, just coming around to the end of the video. So I shall say farewell, and I thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. Subscribe if you haven't already, and like the video if you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time in the next map or the next Battlefield 4 video. Farewell, good night, and have fun.